So I tried putting together a budget EDC tin with items I have laying around. And well, let's just say I'm actually quite impressed. So today I'm going to share with you this EDC tin I put together that contains 25 useful items, and I'll let you know an estimate of how much it would actually cost. Most of these items / tools you may even have laying around. So this would be an EDC that many people can put together without having to spend a dime, such as in my case today. So without further ado, let's get started. First of all, the tin is from Academy Sports and Outdoors. I received this with a gift card inside. As you would suspect, the gift card has been used, and the tin, well, it was just junked in one of the drawers. Until recently when I decided to put it to good use. Now the tin is a little bit larger than the usual Altoid tins that are normally used. Now let me show you what's inside of it. First, we have a small Brookstone LED light, which is about the size of my thumb, or about 1.5 inches. This is powered by a coin battery. Now coin batteries are known to last a long time, normally around 10 years. This can be useful as sometimes you may need an emergency light, and when you don't have anything else available, you can reach into your budget EDC tin and pull out your emergency flashlight. So it is an ideal item to have. Next, we have some small needle nose pliers, which we know can always be of good use, like for twisting wires, or if you're trying to hold something small like a micro screw. Needle nose pliers are essential in the EDC tin. Nothing too special about these pliers. They can be found in any hardware store, and they don't need to be super high end. Next, we have a small magnet, which is of good use as well, especially for holding small screws or even locating them in case you drop one. It can be used to pull out your keys from a tight spot as well, or it can even be used to hold a note inside of the tin. Next, we have some sanitizing wipes, which we know can always come in handy whenever we don't have access to a faucet to wash our hands. And together with this, we also have some band-aids in case of a cut. Both items go hand in hand. The following is a set of 5 screwdriver bits, which include 3 Phillips and 2 flatheads, since they are the most common ones I normally use, but you could always shuffle them around. Doesn't have to be all Phillips or flatheads. Now, a screwdriver does not fit inside of this tin, but I use a magnetic bit holder accompanied with a 1/4 inch wrench. All I do is I just slip in the bit holder into the wrench hole, and then it's ready to be used. The screwdriver bits are being held with some black tape. Next, we have a tire gauge, which is always great to have at arm's reach, as we know that we need to make sure our tires are properly inflated. Now, this isn't a normal item that is found on EDC tins, but I do feel it's very important for me, especially if you're going camping or if you're going off-road and you need to make sure you have the recommended tire pressure. Well, it's always a good idea to have one of these tire gauges available. And wrapped around the tire inflator, we have some black tape, which we know can always come in handy as well if you rip something and you need to hold it together, or to wrap up some wires, or in an emergency, even to use it to wrap around a band-aid so it won't come off so easily in case you get a cut. I have about 18 inches of it wrapped around the tire inflator. Next, we have a lighter, which we all know has many uses, like starting a fire or burning the ends of some nylon string. Many uses and a must-have in this EDC tin. Finally, we have the LEATHERMAN MICRA, which has a pair of really good scissors. The scissors alone make this an essential tool to have, as we know that scissors are also very useful for many things. This also includes a knife, which we know has multiple uses as well, some tweezers for those hard to grab splinters or hairs, a nail file that includes a nail cleaner. The MICRA also has a Phillips screwdriver and 2 flathead screwdrivers, so you get even more of those. Plus you get a bottle opener and a lanyard. And the last tool that it includes is a small ruler. And just for security purposes, I add a rubber band around the EDC tin to ensure the tin stays closed just in case. So this is what is included in this small EDC tin I put together on a budget. So the most expensive item here is the LEATHERMAN MICRA, which runs for around $50 US. Aside from that, everything else isn't really high-end items. So something like this can be put together for around $75 to $80. Now, as mentioned, I had all of these items laying around in drawers and at the bottom of my tool bags. I feel that it's best to put all these useful tools and items in a small tin, because otherwise they'll just continue to be rolling around. At least this way I know where I have them, and I don't mind taking this tin with me every day inside my backpack. So let me know your thoughts. Is there something you would exclude or switch out? Well, that's all I have for y'all today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to help out the channel. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.